Students who don't want to drink and drive can now get rides home from downtown with this new app. All they need is a credit card and the touch of a button. This bush is perfect for a possible suspect to hide behind, but luckily the UNA works closely with the Greenville PD to cut back bushes and make sure areas are well lit. Greenville Advocates for a Public Skate Park print and design their own t-shirts to help with fundraising, but you can also purchase a sponsorship online to help with fundraising at gapsnc.org.
I seriously can't wait to move back to that neighborhood.
The University Neighborhood Association, or UNA, works together to disprove the negative stereotypes about the university neighborhood, otherwise known as the Grid. President Jim Blunt and 12 other members are dedicated to making the Grid a great living area for students and families.
To help get investment property owners, landlords, residents, students organized to help create a vibrant, safe, and clean neighborhood.
Blunt works closely with the Greenville Police Department to ensure the safety and satisfaction of his tenants.
We partner with Greenville Police Department and we do what's called a CPTED. CPTED is Crime Prevention Through Environmental Design.
This bush is perfect for a possible suspect to hide behind, but luckily the UNA works closely with the Greenville PD to cut back bushes and make sure areas are well lit. Former River Run resident Catherine Ebert says she felt incredibly safer living in the university neighborhood because of Blunt.
Jim would really make it known that he was here for us. Safety first was his motto.
Safety and also convenience were Ebert's favorite part about living in the neighborhood.
We could walk to campus, we could walk downtown, we could walk to the Tar River or the Greenway.
Blunt believes that the Tar River is the most important factor in making Greenville an attractive place for everyone to live.
You can create really neat projects on the town commons that will bring more people, younger people, families with kids on the river, activities on the river. I think people want to live over here.
The shutdown of 2 privately owned skate parks left a hole in the Greenville skate scene until Greenville Advocates for a Public Skate Park, also known as GAPS, founder Levi Varner and his partner Will Preslar started the JC Expansion Project.
We just decided to step forward and go ahead and try to supply some of the things that we're missing now from our scene.
Varner and Preslar have worked for a year to turn a former hockey rink into a skate park at JC Park. They have 1 guardrail up so far.
The next obstacle that's going to come will be like a ledge, like a bench type obstacle. After that, we'll bring rails in and more street-inspired obstacles.
Local skateboarder Jonah Clifton is excited for JC Park. He says it will make a huge difference to local skateboarders.
We don't really have a place where skateboarders can do what they want to do, the way they want to do it.
Clifton says this skate park will give skateboarders a place to skate without trespassing violations. Fusion employee Corey McCormick agrees.
Kids will get run out by cops or they'll get ticketed by cops because they're just looking for a place to skate, but they can't find it.
GAPS relies heavily on donations and sponsorships from local businesses such as Fusion and Backdoor Skate Shop. Greenville Advocates for a Public Skate Park print and design their own t-shirts to help with fundraising, but you can also purchase a sponsorship online to help with fundraising at gapsnc.org. GAPS will use those funds to better the skate park. They remain optimistic about the future of the park.
I feel like more people are skateboarding more of the time.
Varner and Preslar expect to have the skate park finished by the end of 2016. The hardest part? The waiting game.
We're used to building something and riding it the same day, whereas the first obstacle that we put in at our park took us a year.
We try to take care of the customer even before they've walked in the door.
Uptown Greenville business owners say they make their customers a priority. Billy Rabin is owner of Backdoor Skate Shop. He says he's had the same philosophy for 20 years.
Treat people the way we want to be treated, and to always remember that we all used to be on the other side of the counter when we first came through the door.
Chico's owner Mike Horton says his staff is vital to success.
You're only going to be as strong as your employees.
Rabin agrees.
To have a staff of employees that actually believes in the business and they get it that we are in a customer service business.
Rabin says he values his customers' loyalty.
Our big thing, we let every customer know that, hey, we appreciate the support because we knew all too well there's a million different places they could go to get this stuff.
Matt Scully owns the Scullery. He says he wants his customers to value local business.
People really love what we're doing also because they know the money that they spend here is going to stay here with our family and our employees, and we try to purchase and use as many local goods as possible.
But Scully says having a successful downtown business isn't as easy as it may look.
We have a hard time convincing people that it's a value and that it's not just for nightlife and dirty bars and college kids. There's some really excellent stuff happening down here.
Rabin has learned certain techniques on how to run a successful business.
Change, constantly changing things. Change is always a good thing, keeping it fresh. Just constantly having a crew of guys in here trying to help keep us fresh, keep us relevant.
Horton says it's important to bring something different to the table.
The real key is having something a little different, whether it's the service or the product, than what the others have.
Scully has a similar viewpoint and says he wants his customers to feel at home at his restaurant.
That's really one of the core of our mission here is to just help people lead happier, healthier, more productive lives by giving them a place to come and be themselves and to relax and have something good to eat.
Mackenzie, Tewksbury, Pirate News Network.